It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jaguars and the Niners. Coming up next.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year two. One of the game's brightest young stars. And that's Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Motion man left is Kirk. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. Pushing his way through. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 49 yards. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another toe for ETN. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers! Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers! And even 40 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. ETN. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here we go. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Hill. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Jaguars.
ETN up the middle. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go. CeeDee Lamb.
Touchdown 49ers.
CeeDee Lamb. 88 yards. And the Niners extend their lead yet again.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On third down, here's ETN.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Brandon,
so
back
we've
to
reached
you
halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round.
To downtown
as we'll send
Orlando
you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with our EA Sports halftime
report from the first half
is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away,
This
Coach.
one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An
absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line, but there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I throw it to him a little bit more often.
Touchdown 49ers! CeeDee Lamb, 40 yards, and the 49ers are pouring it on.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Jaguars first down.
On first down, right back to ETN. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Watch out for Hill on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Purdy now to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now Hill to return it. Will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points,
An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Here's Hill on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Fighting his way through contact. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
36 yards.
and the 49ers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He targets England for another grab.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So instead of a 4th down coming up after the incomplete pass, they get a roughing the passer call, and that's going to set them up with a 1st down.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
3rd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Red on red.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.